Now we come to chapter 5 and the case examples and best practices of tech-enabled top management consulting 2.0. The intention of this chapter is to demonstrate that the future of management and consulting based on cloud computing is not only a vision, it is already there and a reality. And it also shows that companies who are using it got big advantages, especially in the times of crisis. Our clients' example range from companies like the Schaeffler Group, Südchemie, the Institute of Economic Strategy in Moscow, even the Massachusetts Institute of Technology projects like network-centric warfare, where we started actually, I think, the building of network-centric management processes. Then we have medium-sized companies like Baluf. We have also chemical company like Merck, or highly innovative business development companies in the biotech area like BioReach Stern or Rheinmetall, which does the market execution of the military business on this platform. So the implementation for the major clients we have are step by step, and this is actually the implementation framework. Usually on the employee level, we identify improvement potential by corporate scan, service diagnostic, and project management. This is, like a world scan where we started, the project at INA. And then if you have identified improvement potential, in order to get early wins, you get segment-specific value creation of processes like customer management, product innovation, and quality management. And then you move to a more strategic level, which is market-oriented management, mastery of segment proliferation, target market configuration, market transparency, competitive positioning, risk analysis. And this actually, I think, allows that the strategy is done by the regional people itself, and it is assembled at headquarters to make a decision. And for this, you have the global portfolio optimization functionality, if you want the last stage, which embeds market scorecarding, project return on investment management, sales increase analysis, and really portfolio management for achieving the financial objectives of growth and productivities. And so this was usually, I think, moving up, and for the Schaeffler Group, it took us already 7 years to get around all management processes on a worldwide basis. So the Schaeffler Group had been our most important industrial development partner for the last 8 years. And here you have a statement of the company itself. It always said this is a fast, simple, and reliable kind of system which helped us to manage global markets, competitors, and products and projects. And so we are quite happy that we could move with this kind of platform from one management application to the other, and in the end we were able to do all the 16 which we have described before. So we enabled the global strategy and the organization in cross-border business for the Schaeffler Group. So we designed the organizational structure for basic research, product development, production, marketing, sales, and service on a global scale. And there was actually two needs to be fulfilled: the need for cross-border integration and coordination, so having the same kind of business processes on a worldwide basis. At the same time, need for local responsiveness, so that you are quite flexible on the local market and integrated with this one along this. So you can see basic research You have a high need for cross-border integration and coordination, a lesser need for local responsiveness and for sales and service. You have the reverse, you have high need for local responsiveness and a lesser need for cross-border integration coordination, maybe with the exception of key accounts. And we enable this organization structure to the strategic front end platform, you see here, which embeds the TMG consulting apps, which could be aligned to all functions, from innovation to sales and services to this organization structure. It means these very new requirements for global business and strategy could be enabled after 6-7 years build-up time with this platform, and now it's becoming available to all companies worldwide over the Google Marketplace. How was the implementation of these web apps done? Actually, there was always a consulting engagement in a certain area, and we chose always the people or the countries where there was best practice already there. And we transformed in a consulting project this kind of best practice processes on the web to what we call web application. And what we achieved always was, actually both. We increased local responsiveness and global integration at the same time. Global integration in terms of integration, standardization, coordination, and sharing of business processes, local responsiveness in terms of differentiation to match local tastes, channels, responsiveness to interest, embeddedness to learn, and also embeddedness to influence on a local level. And then we multiplied this solution over the web to all other business units and regional entities, so that best practice was shared immediately on the cloud for all entities and people. In the meantime, more than 4,000 managers are working on this kind of platform, and it also helped survive the company, the crisis situation, where you know that the Schaeffler group really had a hard time on the financing side of this new acquisition of Conti. So what have been the achieved results of consulting and management effectiveness and efficiency? The first thing is we increased productivity almost everywhere by at least 50%, like streamlining data, gathering, reporting, reduce planning layers. What was even more remarkable, we increased the speed of decision-making processes. For instance, coming up with a marketing strategy for a particular regional segment from 12 weeks to 1 day. So we could do online market strategy events with all the people involved. We have instant expert verification, and we connected knowledge with practice in real time. Sharing in this organization was very important to get these market synergies, replication of proven strategy execution processes, and also the success transfer and best practice transfer, which indeed helped the company to grow even in hard times, and also reducing costs at the same time. How did the end product of a management 2.0 systems look like? First, it was the process, which is now implemented all over, with business success planning, with development, product market strategy, then translator market strategy, plan market execution, execute market initiatives, and also have these interfaces with the fulfillment kind of infrastructure like SAP. You monitor and learn, you test and adapt the strategy, and then you get full circle. So what we have implemented is clarifying business direction. We have driven information. We have continuously improved the process and create transparency. And this on the platform of Strategic Front and then.com, which was actually a retooling of consulting and management at the same time. And what we got is an integrated closed feedback loop for fast strategic adaptation, which gives the company a big advantage on global competitor, not only coming from Europe, but also coming from China and India. So in the end, we achieved what we call the complete management 2.0 network, which is a new way between bureaucracy and markets. As we said in the first chapter, Web 2.0 has the big advantage bringing up a third way because to organizing human efforts. Because human efforts could be organized in bureaucracy, in large organization, or in markets. And now I think we have the flexibility, the freedom, and the structure by designing superior distributed management networks where all the necessary functions, are not hierarchical. Of course, there's a hierarchical backbone, and there must be responsibilities chain for decision. But most of the decisions which are emerging in operational, are really done in a networked environment. And the key functionality which was necessary to achieve this was the centralization of distributed documents, information, and communication on a common management platform. This is actually, I think, which we provided, and we can provide now. So users have different reasons for working with Strategic Front and .com. So you have user statements in 4 categories, like capturing and sharing market and technical knowledge, finding comparable business insights and expertise, arriving at better answers through networks, or improving efficiency, speed through structured processes and platform technology. So for instance, here at one, we identified 5 new customers segments, set and CEO, or now we share our relevant market and customer knowledge, or at 2, linking 2,500 sales reps led to more insights on our key accounts, because one sales rep was successful and everybody could replicate this success to other locations at the same key account. Or we are surprised by the problem-solving speed in collaborative networks, as we have shown, or using the platform instead of MS Office enabled us to reduce planning implementation time by 35%. These, are the different kind of reasons why people working with this kind of. So this picture also a client gave us and said Strategic Front overcomes the enterprise 1.0 barriers. Mondieu TMG Software Canon is cracking down the enterprise 1.0 barriers. This is the intent. That you give management and consulting a new tool, a new weapon, really to master the challenges of the future, which are really enormous. And if you want to have more, you can contact me directly over this email, or have a look on the blog, and even give inputs and questions and comments on the blog if you want.